Welcome back to Craft Trek Tech Bites. We're here with Tim Smith, advisor at Canon. Tim, tell us about the Ultra Cinema Primes.
The Cinema Primes are fairly new. They're something that we came out with not too long ago. There's more. I'm going to tell you about the three we have for now. So the first one is the 24. That's our wide piece. It's a T12. They're very reasonably priced, and they will resolve 4K resolution. It's important to know that these primes are available only in the EF mount, so they're going to work on the Canon, anything in a Canon series. Unlike what we talked about on an earlier show, which came in either PL or EF, these will be strictly working on Canon products, not on anything that doesn't have a taken EF mount, let's put it that way. So you've got a 24, you've got a 50, and an 85. They can go on to their full frame, so they'll cover your 5Ds, they'll cover any sensor size down from that, so we could put them on the 1DCs, and we can put them on DXs and so on. Magnification changes depending on the sensor, but those focal lengths are based on a full frame sensor. So 24, 85, and the 50.
And what are we looking at for price for all of these?
You know, there's certain deals at this point, depending where they're selling them as packages and you're getting discounts and things. So I would suggest that I'll give you a ballpark, but you go check for the retailers. They're in the $6,000, $5,000 range each. So between 5 and 6, depending on conversion rates and where you're watching this from. And then there's these bundle deals that all the dealers are doing, where if you buy them 3, you get several $1,000s off or $1,000 off or something.
Okay, and how do these compare with other products in the same type of range?
In the cinema design lenses, people that are doing them, they're extremely competitive because they're 4K. So you may find other lenses out there that have the same focal length, but they're really not designed to resolve for a C500 or 1DC, or they're really not designed to dissolve the higher resolution. So they're not really future-proof. Compared to, let's say, the EOS still camera lenses that people are used to buying, they'll be a little sticker shock. These are going to be in a different price category. An 85 1.2 in a cinema lens can be 5,000 plus. In an EOS still lens, you're closer to 2,000. So it's not apples to oranges, but very reasonable as far as the industry goes.
Is this the same optics as the L series, or are these different?
No, not exactly. They're not rebarreled versions of the L series lenses. They're a completely remanufactured lens, different elements. They're working on the same basis as the L series, but they're not just rebarreled. In order to do motion, you've got to do different things in terms of the way the image hits the sensor and so on. So they're really redesigned specifically for motion imaging.
So I'm just going to jump in. What we want to do here is, just for fun, we're actually going to take the 24 and the 85, and we're going to swap them out.
Sure, that'd be fun.
For hours. We said we would never do this because we don't want to show test charts and shit like that. Stupid things.
Never say never.
Never say never. But we're just to show, because we can, and we shoot this on Canon DSLRs. We're just going to swap these suckers out right now and see what happens.
Breaking all the rules.
Yeah, they're your rules, so you can break them.
We just changed the lenses. Basically equivalent focal lengths. That was a 28, switching to a 24. This was about a 100 or something, David, right? Yeah. And we switched that to an 85. And well, look at them, and you guys tell me.
What do you think?
Are we the same?
Yeah, the edges are sharper, the image is cleaner.
I think you will find
Fall off is creamier.
absolutely sharper. I think the bouquet will be better. The drop off will be much nicer. Like you said, it's much creamier in terms of the background. So where we fall off of focus should be different, especially depending on what you're doing for an opening.
800 ISO at a 2.8.
Yeah, so you should have a really nice soft background there. So they're better lenses. I'm not trying to say that there's no reason to use our regular lenses. People do all the time very successfully. But if you step into a cinema lens, it is, to your original question, it's not just a rebarreled still lens. There's a lot more technology into it. So they're well worth the money if you're really going to get into making a cinema product.
Are there more lenses coming down the pipe for Canon?
Absolutely. I may be a little bit strapped as to what I can actually say at this point, because I don't know when you're going to air this, but there are multiple additional primes coming. We're looking to make a more complete set, so we have several on the books. Depending on when you're watching this, you may see 2 or 3, maybe even 3 more lenses by the time you actually get around to getting on your computer and watching this. So there's a lot of good stuff coming. We're nowhere close to finished yet. Everything you see at this table is the result of about 18 months work. So we are moving at lightning speed.
Canon Cinema Primes of the present and the future. Thanks, Tim.